Hello, I'm Wendy and I've got Renee back behind the camera as usual. And I am here at Violet Winery and Farm with Maddie Violet. Yes, and her husband is the chef?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell me a little bit about where we are, how people find you, and how long you've been open, that kind of thing.
Well, we are very much in Summerland. We are on the back of Bottleneck Drive. We get to be in this beautiful valley here.
Yeah, your location is amazing.
We have views of Giant's Head. It's absolutely incredible.
You're kind of just tucked in this little niche, so you kind of like in the bottom of a bowl.
Yeah, we're between Conco Mountain, Giant's Head. The golf course isn't far from us either, so we are a great stop along the way.
Yeah. Got this looks like very new construction, and I went by some kind of massive truck that was backing up that way. What you got going on here?
We always have something going on, that's for sure. So everything here is brand new. So we've spent the last 3 years of our life building this story, right?
That's
yes.
Exciting.
Yeah. So we actually specifically bought this property for the winery. We do live on site, but we did actually buy it because it had the great, what do they say, the great bones, you know?
Yeah, I can see why you say that too.
Yeah, and then we've just spent the last 3 years renovating it, adding dirt, removing dirt, sculpting it as we want. I'm very fortunate. My husband is incredible at sculpting land. We actually own a bulldozer.
Ooh.
Never came in handy until now, but obviously he was foreseeing something in the future.
Have you had a bulldozer for a while?
We have had a bulldozer for a while.
That you didn't do anything with?
No, not really. Didn't do it justice. So now we were able to sculpt our land. We re-sculpted our vineyard. It was kind of not like a forgotten piece of land, but it was something that we were really able to get in and make our own.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I'm kind of amazed that somebody just has a bulldozer.
I know, right?
Renee, do you have a bulldozer?
Laurent is a remarkable man, so.
Okay, yeah, I met him. He has wonderful hair.
He does have wonderful hair.
Yeah.
I know.
It's kind
I
of
hope
worth the trip to come and see the hair. Do you have any of those?
We don't. We only have 4-legged animals that are our babies. There's about 300 of them on the farm.
300
Some of them are feathered, some of them are 4-legged, some of them have wool. And then we do have Betty the ostrich.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Where do I find all these things?
Basically the second half of the driveway there, or if we go up the driveway. So our goats and our chickens live up at the top, and then we have our pigs, ducks, turkeys, Betty the ostrich, a couple of Great Pyrenees as well. You got to have your livestock guardian dogs.
Yes, the nicest
dogs.
Yeah,
our sheep and alpacas as well. Yeah, and then we do have 2 lucky pigs that get to live in the house with us.
This is my kind of crazy person.
I love our babies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I am with you. That sounds amazing. Do they have a purpose? Are they here just to hang out, or is it going to be a guest experience?
It is a guest experience. We do encourage people to come. So we actually do a lot of work with the elementary schools and the daycares around everywhere from West Kelowna down to Penticton. We do a lot of educational farm tours, really teach the kids what it means. We also do a lot of hatching programs.
Okay.
So we give the chicken eggs or the duck eggs to the schools, the incubators, all of that. They get to then hatch, see life happen.
Wow.
And then they get to come to the farm for a field trip and drop off the babies.
What a really great program. Did you think of that, or do you have some teacher friend that
Honestly,
dreamt that up?
Honestly, it kind of just fell in our lap. I always call it the accidental farm because I just wanted animals, and then the neighbors started coming, friends started coming, friends of friends, and then next thing we knew, we were like, there's obviously a avenue for people to learn about animals.
The accidental farm.
Yep, the accidental farm.
That really has a ring to it. Kind of like there's that Netflix documentary, My Small Farm or something like that.
Yes, My Little Big Farm.
That's it.
Amazing.
Wasn't that incredible? It made me want to try it.
Yes.
And I grew up on a farm, and I thought,
so cool.
I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
But Now that I'm getting more, less nuts, more nuts, I don't know. I kind of am drawn to that vibe again, especially where it's like something developing where you can sculpt it yourself.
Yes.
In your case, very literally,
Very
sculpting
literally,
it.
yes.
Yeah. So how much soil did you bring in?
Whatever the ALR allows us.
It's good to know the rules.
We were able to use most of the soil on it. It just took a little bit of refining.
Okay.
Everything was here that we needed.
Right.
We just needed to clean it up a bit.
Okay, shove it around.
Yes.
With your bulldozer, which
With our
you happen
bulldozer.
to have.
Yes.
Where's this guy from that he has a bulldozer? Okay, I'm going to keep coming back to this. And if you're watching live, please type in your answers of where you think, what would be the circumstances that would lead to a person owning a bulldozer?
I love it. There's no logical answer.
He's an heir to the bulldozer fortune. Is there such a thing? Maybe there
There
is.
probably could be.
He could. He's got heir hair.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So this place is named after your last name,
Yes.
except the pronunciation of it.
Yes, we were.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good. I'm sorry, we get terrible winds. It's
Without. You might want to turn it off. So Renee, if you didn't see, I don't know where this is focusing right now, but if you didn't see, there was a sudden blast of wind and our fill light just went.
It is the
And I
downside
think-
of being between the two mountain channels.
I think the camera's pointing down.
Oh no!
So, is it? No, we're okay.
Okay. It's never a dull moment here, so that's very
That
on
was-
brand, actually.
Yeah, that was kind of exciting. Kind of happened to us at Granny's too.
Did it? Oh my gosh, I love
Summerland
Granny's.
is just
Granny's
a
so
place
nice.
of wind.
Honestly, it really
Yeah,
is.
it
Yep.
really is.
It really is.
Kind of like a little wind tunnel right in here. What do you call these things? Is it a cabana?
We
Like,
call
what do
them
you call
cabanas. These
You do?
are wine
Nice.
cabanas at Violet
I love
Acres.
this.
Yeah, you can come hang. We get bachelor parties. We get birthday
Yes.
parties as well. Sometimes it's just nice. Also, we also get business meetings too.
Business meetings?
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to have a business meeting in a wine cabana
Wow.
with wine and with beautiful views?
Yeah.
This is actually the ideal business meeting. Everyone will
is.
show up if you have a business meeting
People
here.
will actually come.
Yes.
This would be an amazing place to do a team building event.
Yes. And
Yeah.
we do get team building
Because you
events
have
here.
animals.
We have animals.
And
We have a
space.
Old Girls apple orchard. So we actually do a U-pick in the fall. We also have a beach
Wow.
volleyball court too.
Where?
Yeah, that's you got to keep
Way
going
up there?
the driveway. Yes, so it's sandwiched between the apples and the vineyard.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
And then you've got like more space back here.
Yes,
So there's cabana, cabana, cabana,
yes.
wet something.
Wet. So that is our waterfall bar. That is actually
okay.
another Laurent invention.
Ooh.
We just had an old dusty hillside, and what else do you do other than build
busy.
a waterfall?
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, so we have a waterfall bar. We got the swing chairs, kind of like a Mexico vibe. However, we're in Summerland, but it works.
Summerland, it's modifiable.
Exactly. Yes.
And then you've got the tasting room.
And then we have the tasting room.
And how does your food services work?
So we recently partnered with actually a Mexican chef. So we focus
Nice.
on tacos, because who doesn't like wine and tacos?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the saying? Tell me I'm pretty and feed me tacos?
Exactly. Yes. But
The
we do
key
a
to your heart.
variety of foods here. We have a lot of special events, all of the fun stuff.
So you can set it
What I have
down.
for you guys here, we have some fresh Kishu oysters with a charred peach and ginger mignonette.
Oh my goodness.
Citrus on there for you.
Wow, that's
And-
beautiful.
For the wine pairing, we have a traditional honey wine. So we actually call this peer pressure from dead people, because what is tradition? And that is my skeleton on there. Look, he's got a wine glass. We weren't allowed to do a cigarette because of liquor laws, but we did a chicken wing.
What? Oh, it's a chicken wing.
Chicken wing.
But it is
Because
smoking.
it pairs well. Exactly. So
It
this
is a chicken wing. Wow.
a traditional honey wine. So VOA does do a lot of different stuff on here. We just kind of like to turn things into alcohol. It's a fun hobby. I highly recommend it.
It's like, do you have a magic trick? Well, yes. I can
Exactly.
turn all sorts
So
of
this
things
is going
into
to be the
alcohol.
most pure though in honey. So we do have
Okay.
our hives actually on site. We own 60 beehives.
Oh,
We harvest all of the honey and most of it actually goes to production. So this is going to be
Wow.
the strongest in honey flavors.
Mhm.
We did cheat a little bit and added a little bit of apple because we do have a beautiful 30-year-old ambrosia apple orchard.
Oh my
Why not
goodness.
capitalize on that? So this is going to be amazing with the oysters.
how have you gotten so expanded? You've been here 3 years?
3 years, yeah.
This feels like it's like you have enough build out to be 15 years or 20 years.
We have been building it for a very long time. It was just a matter of we have tried in other places to get this going, but once we found this property in Summerland, we just knew it could make all of the dreams possible.
Wow, wow. Huh. Ooh, that's beautiful.
Very strong on the honey notes. This has been aged almost coming up 2 years now too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are we aging it in stainless steel before you
This is
bottle
just
it?
in bottle age. No,
Okay.
this is just in bottle age.
That's lovely. Yeah, very. You've kept your acidity. It's really nice.
Put a bit of the apple notes on there. And see, honey wine is traditionally very, very, very sweet, like a port style.
Right.
We do change. We love to do some drier styles. We love to do some sweeter styles. Technically, the residual sugar's not always there, but the perception of the fruit is. And it takes,
Okay.
as you know, it
Yeah.
takes a while to train your palate,
Yes,
right? Is it
yes.
fruit or is it sweet, right?
Right. Yeah.
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 Ooh,
Very, very fruity.
very fruity. Yeah.
Super. Super apple. Definitely honey. Almost a honey wax note in there, which is really nice.
We use raw, unpastured. We don't process any of our honey.
Oh, okay.
There is a little bit of beeswax in our honey, but I
Nice.
think it just adds to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that raw goodness.
Yeah. My friend Dwayne, he makes honey, and there's always little bits of beeswax in it, which I think is just charming.
Oh, I love it.
And if you eat enough, it's like gum.
There you go. Exactly.
You really need quite
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna dive into these oysters because
Mm-hmm. Always.
you'd think it was a Monday.
No, it isn't. Is it a Monday?
Those are some good oysters. The peach ginger mignonette in there.
Wow, that's beautiful. That West Coast?
East Coast.
Yeah? Oh. Yeah. What an amazing pairing. You sent me the pairings list. So like, oh,
Yeah.
this is going to be exciting. It's like one of the more adventurous pairing places.
We love food. We have obviously been building this for 3 years physically. However, we've been working on the back scene for a long time. That is our guilty pleasure.
Right.
Good wine, good food,
Nice.
good company.
Yeah.
And
Well, you gotta love
honestly,
what
I
you're
don't know
doing.
what else there is.
Yeah, exactly. Such a gorgeous color too, like the jewel tone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see this, Renee? Yeah. It'd be fun to photograph, like shooting some light through this. and-
Ooh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Isn't it cool how everything goes upside down?
Yes, we actually have some beautiful pictures of Giant's Head upside down on the wine glass.
Ah, that's so
yeah,
fun.
right?
That's
I
really fun.
know.
I feel like I'm meeting a long lost relative or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh.
you think in very familiar ways to me.
Oh, I love that.
Maybe you're my niece. Probably the same age as your mother. So you could be my niece.
Oh, there you go. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need a couple
absolutely.
more. They're really great, the ones I have. So I can add on to them.
Good.
Mhm. Go, chef. Oh, wow.
With that little bit of salty brine in there.
Yeah. Yeah, and that little crunchy pop from the peach. Very fresh.
Yep.
Really exciting. Amazing, amazing with this peer pressure from dead people.
We really wanted to do something fun, like with our labels, with our wine. There's a lot of serious wineries out here, and they all
So
do it
true.
very well. They kill it. It's so exceptional, but sometimes drinking just needs to be brought down a little.
Yeah,
you know?
a bit more accessible, a bit more
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just have fun with it. Like, do you want a straw? Do you want ice cubes? Whatever. We're not here to judge. We just want people to drink, and ideally
Exactly.
drink our wines.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it would be really fun to present this in a very haughty manner, though.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and here we have
Yeah.
peer pressure from dead people.
I know the name always gets people, but what is tradition though?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
all it is. And I was actually peer pressured to make this wine. I didn't want to because while honey is a great avenue, just honey, water, and yeast, which is what a traditional honey wine is, it's a little boring. You know, we could have more fun with it.
Add some apple essence.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Have you tried this in cocktails?
Oh, absolutely.
I bet it would be
this with a
amazing.
muddled pear in the bottom. Oh my
Oh.
gosh. No, that's the fun thing with honey wines is we're a little bit more versatile. It's cocktails, sangria bases, pretty much any way that you want to drink is possible through honey wine.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's almost a little bit of like a botrytis note.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
you feel that? Like it's
Oh,
like
okay.
kind of that
Yeah.
little in the background.
Yeah.
It's like it's so hard
Yeah,
to
there's
find
a little bit
here
of funk
because
going
we're so
on there.
dry.
Yes.
But I doubt that it's really that. It just
Yeah. No, yeah, there's definitely no botrytis.
feels like it. But it just feels like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if somebody isn't sure if they like botrytis, which I'm crazy about it. If I can find a botrytis
Oh,
affected wine, I'm
absolutely.
in
That is
for
one of
that.
my favorite kind
Yeah.
of wines to drink.
I know, it's so exciting. It's like, oh, something funny has happened to you.
Something fun has happened to them. I know. I remember working in the vineyard, actually at my husband's old family winery, which is where it all started.
Okay.
I remember working in the vineyard and seeing these cute little moldy grapes and
Yeah.
eating them. And it's like that's the last thing that you actually should be doing. That's not what they teach you in food safe. But,
Go for the moldiest grape and eat that one.
Yes.
Especially if it's a little desiccated. So it's a
Yes.
bit raisiny and
Yes.
also moldy.
Yes, raisiny and moldy. I know, and that's
Yep.
that's a
Put
great
it on a
noble
little
grape.
piece of blue
Well,
cheese.
that's why they call it noble rot.
Yes,
you know?
it's
It is
not just
noble.
rot.
Yeah,
You can't
it's
can't
not
just
just
rot.
ordinary rot.
You've got to rot with some nobility, or you're just rotting.
Yeah. Exactly. If you're not noble rot, then
Yeah, there's a lot of peer pressure
that's a good
to
one.
not
Yes.
rot
Yeah.
nobly. Oh,
love
wow. Okay. I'm trying to get my head around all the things that you've got going on here. Behind us going up the hill, is this you too?
That is us as well too. That's actually our vineyard.
Okay, so there's a vineyard here.
Yes, yes, we have a vineyard, we have an apple orchard. That's really about it. We're just going to plant hay on the lower
Bees.
field. We actually are looking in putting in a disc golf, actually, a 9-hole disc golf.
Yeah.
'cause How much fun is that?
I
Like,
know.
why
You
not?
could spend your whole day up here.
Yeah, that's ideally what we want.
Yeah.
We really want to bring back the experience
Yeah.
to wine. Drinking is fun, but also drinking with purpose. And we're family friendly. Bring the
Purposeful
kids. They
drinking.
can run around with the farm animals. It's amazing how it all works out.
I see we have something else coming.
Okay, so course 2 today is a little bit of local sourdough that's been seared on the bottom, and then on top we have white sturgeon divine caviar, and then we've smoked it briefly. So that's going to really permeate through the bread and give you a wonderful texture and flavor.
Wow,
Enjoy.
that's so pretty.
Right? Oh, I love it.
so
We are on
smoky.
to our second. You can just toss that to the side. It's all good. Yeah, we're on a farm. Yeah, just throw her. There you go. So,
Just Renee's face. Did you see that?
Did it?
It looked like I slapped her.
No,
Did you catch her?
We are flexible on the farm, okay? There's no rules. And that's what I think what people have to remember. There's no rules. Just do whatever makes you happy. So our next wine is Street Fighter. So this is actually part of our winemaker series. This is a Pinot Blanc Chardonnay blend. And this actually just took silver at the All Canadian Wine Championship.
Good for you guys.
Yeah, it was very exciting.
This one looks very zen.
Yes. So our winemaker series is kind of like our more serious brand. This is our first year, but we do very limited release, small batch wines.
Okay.
The honey wines is like our fun, do whatever we want.
Right.
Then we become a little bit more poised and serious for our winemaker wines. Yeah.
Great. I was having fun.
Exactly. However, it is still called Street Fighter, and that's
Sure
because
enough.
we are out here fighting for our lives.
Oh, yeah.
Small business is not easy.
Especially winery
small business,
right now.
big business, any kind of business. Yes.
Agriculture
Winery,
is
agriculture,
crazy.
farming, tourist industry. It's a lot.
Oh. Who's your winemaker?
I'm the winemaker.
No way. You are?
Yes.
That's
It
so
is me-
exciting. I get
me
to
and my husband
meet the
do
winemaker.
just about everything here. Yeah.
That's the coolest thing about a small winery. You get to meet the winemaker. Often,
Yeah.
you're never, ever going to
No,
meet
that's
the
so
winemaker.
true. There's so much stigma around this like prestigious winemaker, you know, but I'm in the tasting room 5 days a week, 7 days a week come summer. I am cleaning the toilets. I am pouring the wine. I am doing everything. And if it's not me, then it is my husband.
Wow. Yep. All hands on deck.
All hands on deck, always.
Yep. And there's something amazingly leveling about a clogged toilet, isn't there?
It's true.
It's like,
This is true.
this is what we're doing.
I'm so glad we built a winery so I can still clean the bathrooms.
Yeah. The things
But-
we had to do at some of the very prestigious wineries that I worked
Yeah.
at and places I've been a sommelier, it's like, and we're also doing this, but you don't see that part.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly, being a winemaker is a lot of paperwork, to be
I
honest.
bet, and a lot of chemistry.
The fun part is in the cellar, but that only happens certain times of the year for
That's
a certain
right.
duration. Other than that, it's paperwork, it's regulations,
Yeah.
it's more paperwork, a lot of emails, like a disgusting amount of emails.
Well, you're very good at responding to emails.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, I thank you. Because if you're on the show, I'm the one you're talking to on the emails. Renee's nodding. She's like, yep. Renee also reads them like a sneaky little ghost.
Oh, I'm so excited for this with the Chardonnay, or with the caviar.
Let's
Oh.
pair this with another wine. Wine with wine. Okay. So, okay, he said a lot of words. What kind of, who's this from? Oh,
I need a moment on here.
oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, together? Just from the scent, I know exactly what it's going to taste like.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so our bread is from Okanagan Sourdough, which we are actually, for the 2024 year, we're the official home of Okanagan Sourdough.
What does that mean?
It's just a local company that's out here that makes the most amazing sourdough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they make it here?
They do make it here, yes. They are
Oh.
hand rolled, fermented for a minimum of 12 to 14 hours, lots of different
Wow.
flavors. It's absolutely incredible. And then we have the white sturgeon caviar. Actually comes from down on the coast from a local company as well too.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we do smoke it here as well. But when you smoke the caviar, it really, not that caviar is usually fishy, but it really just takes out anything
Yeah,
possible.
it's just this smoky. Yeah. It's like a textured campfire.
Ooh,
you can
like
put in
a
your mouth.
textured campfire.
It really
I love
is, isn't
that.
it?
That's
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is our favorite way to eat
So
caviar,
gorgeous.
actually.
Kettle Valley train?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can hear the train whistle. I hope you can.
Yep, we get to listen to it all the time. It's amazing, though. It's the Kettle Valley train is such an incredible thing.
Have you ever been on it?
I've been on it numerous times. Me and my husband actually volunteer on it as well, too.
Nice.
Yeah.
They do everything. If you come to Summerland, you're going to meet the VLAs. because they're
You know
everywhere.
what? Honestly, probably one way or another. We really want to bring back the community aspect. So like, we recently just sponsored the Grade 8 grads.
Oh,
You know, it's,
Aw.
but in the form of like a popcorn maker, not in the form of wine, obviously.
Well,
right? But
Grade
there's
8.
there's an avenue for everyone though. So we do
Yeah.
a lot of work with seniors' homes. We already touched on
Nice.
the elementary and daycares. We do, graduations. We actually sponsor in Canada Day as well in Summerland. We wouldn't be anything without the community of Summerland. So this is
Wow.
our way to give back to them.
Do you do any live music here?
We don't yet. However, we are looking into the proper licensing to do live music. So we do hope to bring live
More
music
paperwork.
in. More paperwork, exactly. Yes.
Compliance.
Yes.
Compliance is important. Very boring, but very important.
Yeah. So no, we want to do live music. We want to do some outdoor movie events.
Oh my goodness.
Kind of
I
like
love
some
that.
like long table dinners, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to follow you guys. Do you have a newsletter or anything?
We do.
Okay.
You can sign up on our mailing list. Yep, we have an extensive mailing list. We try
Okay.
and get out as much information as
So
possible.
you'll tell us what's coming up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, I want to get in on that. That would be worth driving down from Kelowna for.
Absolutely. I would like to
nice
think so.
wine, great food,
Yes.
and you guys are being innovative, and and it's really easy to kind of get stuck in a rut with what you do in
This is very
Kelowna.
true.
Like I go to these wineries, I go to the beach, I go out on my kayak.
What a life to live.
What a boring situation you have.
A kayak in the afternoons after I'm on the beach
Yes.
with my wine.
With my wine in certain beaches because compliance.
Because compliance, yes.
Compliance.
Yes, we're government friendly.
Yes, we will not be bad people.
Which, you know what? Speaking of which, we offer our wines in a wine bag, and they not only float, but they do also have waterproof labels. Maybe you use it as a life preserver, or maybe it follows behind on your kayak.
I could just drag a bag of wine behind my kayak.
Yeah. Okanagan Lake keeps it cool.
It really would.
And
That's a
then
cold
you always
place.
have wine. Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
especially
I
if you
know.
get out there.
Yeah.
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 Huh.
I know.
What an interesting thought.
I actually do wine tastings in my pool by throwing different bags in the pool, and then as I float along, it's a new bag. That's how you live.
Huh. I could see how that could go really wrong.
I'm gonna snake that one before.
We're good.
We'll be up in a few. Do you want me to grab this one for you?
Oh, so much food.
We just love versatility.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, the sourdough.
Mm-hmm.
Do they sell starter?
We don't sell starter yet,
Because
but we do
I'm
do
a
classes
human
on
that
it.
wants to buy some starter.
Yeah.
I murdered my last one. It had
Okay,
been alive
that's
for
the thing.
10
Okay,
years
if
and I
we
killed
sell
it.
you starter though, are you gonna keep it alive?
Probably not. I'm going to try my hardest and
Yeah. Okay, so
Also,
for people
no.
who can't keep their starter, you know, it's a long thing though. It's
it really
aggressive.
is.
Yeah. Every
And
day
I've got
I
a
have to feed
spicy
it.
brain that doesn't like sequences. So a sequence of you need to feed it 15 grams of flour and 30 milliliters of water, keep it in this temperature of thing. Sometimes I really like that anal level of management, and other times it's like, starter? What starter? Oh my gosh, I have starter?
You're like, oh yeah, that thing over there.
Oh, that dead thing. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, if anyone can't keep starter alive, they can at least come to here.
Buy
And
some
we-
bread.
Yes, fresh all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need that.
And we do ship it as well too.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. We are all about getting our products to you.
Do you have a wine club?
We do have a wine club.
Mm.
Yes, we have a wine club called Club Honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Club
No.
honey.
Club Honey. Yes. No, it's lots
So
of
club
fun.
is a noun, not a verb?
Club is a noun. No, it could be. Yeah. It's still very small right now. But no, we do love it though. We do have a
Nice.
couple of like dedicated consumers that come our way.
Okay.
We love to treat them the best that we can. We're a very small knit group right now, but we do a lot of like exclusive events for them. They get the first releases on anything. They get first shot at stuff.
Oh,
It's very
wow.
nice. Free birthday flights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free tastings for you and a guest. It's very nice.
Nice. And what's how many bottles?
We
per
actually
shipment?
keep it simple. We're
Okay.
only a case.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Wine clubs, I find, everyone wants to be a part of them, but they can
Yeah.
get very expensive very quick.
Yeah.
Yes, we're all
can
about
really
making
add up.
it accessible.
Yeah,
So, yep,
and
we
especially
are
if you're
just a case.
adding fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Having met you now, I'm like, of course she's adding fun.
We just want it to be fun and we want it to be accessible. So,
Yeah.
no, it's just a case a year, and then it's actually a subscription.
Oh.
So you can choose what wines you want.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
What comes in your case?
Well, whatever you want.
Oh, just the
Anything.
wine? Anything else? You gonna
I
give
guess
me
if
a
you
recipe?
want honey, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
we
want
can throw.
recipes.
You can just
From
email us.
that
Let
guy.
us know what you want.
I
You
have
know
none
what?
of
We,
it. I'm just
I don't know if
fumbling
he would
around.
fit
You're
in a
just here.
case, but
Well, you'd have to break them in certain spots.
Okay, our next course is
no
a
pressure.
braised beef and beef tongue taco. We have a little bit of chimol, which is a Honduran salsa, very bright, very citrus forward, and then some chili pickled cabbage called repollo, and a little bit of chili strands on there as well.
That's gorgeous. Thank you.
And to pair with that,
Uh-huh.
we have our avant-garde, which is actually still part of our winemaker series. So this is a beautiful rosé blend.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love the
This is
label.
actually my personal favorite. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a big rosé girl.
So what kind of, Renee, are you ready for this?
Ah, I love it. Let's go again. Her face.
I know. I'm appalling and I love it.
That's so funny.
All right. Let's make sure that the side camera can pick this up nicely because it's such a beautiful presentation and gorgeous
you.
dish. So beef tongue.
Yes.
What do you call it?
Well, outside of beef tongue.
Outside of, no, what is this dish called?
This is a taco loco.
Taco loco.
Taco loco.
It's kind of like a bovine French kiss taco loco.
Oh, there you go.
Tongue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh. Get her inner French going on.
I've got nothing.
Je m'appelle.
Yeah.
Bring
Madame
it back to
Violet.
the basics. Yes.
Yes. Comment ça va?
So this is a blend of predominantly Muscat, actually, fun fact,
Oh.
with a little bit of Cab Franc, Merlot, and Gamay, which we did the Saigny method for our red. So you draw
Okay.
off a little bit, right? That gives us a beautiful color outside of the Muscat as well. And actually some Sovereign Opal, which Sovereign Opal was a grape that was
Who's
actually
growing that?
cultivated. Yeah, fun fact, yeah, just not a lot of people.
Wow. Okay, fun fact, it was actually cultivated.
Here in Summerland.
Ah,
Yes, it is a true Summerland creation.
Sovereign
But
opal.
it is very hard to find, but
Yes.
it's a very beautiful grape though.
Nice.
Yeah.
What does it bring with it? Like when you have a blend, it's kind of like christening in a fairy tale. You know, and all the different fairies bring a gift for
Yes.
the, like what does Sovereign Opal bring to the
Sovereign
party?
Opal definitely bring some of like the beautiful floral notes that are going on.
Okay.
No, it's hard to compete with the Muscat for sure,
Mhm.
but it's a very delicate, white, gentle floral grape for sure.
Very beautiful.
This is as dry as they come, and like look at that
Okay.
color. So
Yeah.
Provence is one of my favorite regions,
Yes.
which we will never be Provence, but I could be like a close second or third. I would take it.
We are not Provence. We are what we are, and it's very nice.
Exactly. Yes. You know, you try to make the best out of it.
Just grow some rosemary in the hillside. Let it go
Lavender.
wild. Lavender.
We do
yeah.
actually grow lavender here.
There
so
you go. There you go.
We're close. We're close.
As long as you have
Yeah.
the herbs de Provence.
Yes.
In tests, we would always smell for the herbal notes and then guess that I'm pretty sure this is this, and I think it's from Provence. And if you could
Yep.
smell that herbal mixture,
Oh, absolutely.
or if it's like eucalyptus, I
Oh, that's
think
Australia.
This is Australia.
Exactly. That's a Coonawarra.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got some
Don't
kind
have
of
to tell me twice.
koala bear drooling onto your grapes.
Yes. Oh, I love that. I actually was fortunate enough to actually spend a lot of time in Australia.
Nice. And winemaking
Yeah.
studies
Winemaking.
or surfing?
No, not surfing.
Not
although
surfing.
I don't think I capitalized on it. I should have actually done surfing.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Yep.
What were you
Yep.
up to aside from wine?
I was working in the Hunter Valley.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I got to work in the Hunter
Famous.
Valley. Yes, exactly. For the Semillon and Riesling, which was incredible.
Yeah.
And no, I worked for this big winery that was out there, and they were actually one of the bottling places for a lot of the other wineries. So
Okay.
I really got to really taste a lot of wines out there. But we ran 24/7 during harvest. It was insane.
Did you see any of the brands that we can access out here?
Very few. Tyrrell's one of them.
Yeah.
Yes. Like outside of like McGuigan and like your classics, I would say. No, they keep a lot of the fun stuff down there. That's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like us. We in BC, we consume
yeah.
almost all of our own wine.
Yes.
And we don't have anything big like Yellowtail.
Nope. Not yet. Not yet, at least.
Not
anyways,
yet. I
right?
don't think we'll ever get that size. We just don't have enough acres
No,
under the
it's tough. That's for sure.
All right.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna dive into this.
Come
Okay.
tongue, baby.
You know, the beef tongue's a very small portion of.
I'm just obsessed with it. That is really well done.
Yeah, wine and tacos. Honestly, I don't know what else more you need in life.
Oh, I know. Wine and
Oh, wow.
tacos is everything. Nice acidic notes in here. How does that play with your friend? Wow, the
We're
fruit
gonna find
just
out.
bangs. Look at that.
I get lots of like strawberry notes.
Yeah.
Cherry blossom. A taco.
And there's an impression of sweetness because of the acidity and salt in the taco.
Well, very well rounded.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh.
Man, this is, you know, the taco is right when it drips. You know, any real proper street taco in Mexico, it's gonna do stuff.
And that's what we love. We love the street taco vibes.
And a good corn tortilla, hey? The texture is like he's mixing grains though. Has he got some flour in the corn? Because it's got a
These
bit
ones
more
should only be
bounce.
corn.
Yeah? Well, he's doing it really well.
He is a purist. He is a purist, that's for sure. It's
Fantastic.
no right from Mexico. It's perfect.
You found the right guy.
We actually love working with lots of local chefs. We have a lot of people that actually work out of our kitchen.
Wow.
It's opportunity is everything, but
Yeah.
you also meet a lot of incredible people that are very good at what they do.
Yep. Yeah, and sometimes getting somebody their feet in a new country too
Yeah.
is important, and you see, wow, look what you can do. And if you hadn't got the opportunity, we'd never know.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, you might end up digging ditches or some terrible thing. Like what a crime to the food world.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. If we can facilitate good food and good wine, that's all I want to do with my life.
Oh yeah. Well, it builds community. I love those movies that are kind of wine and food centric, where like Babette's Feast. I don't know. It's really old. Have you ever seen it?
Ooh. Babette's Face specifically?
Babette's Feast.
Babette's Feast.
Babette's Feast.
No, but I feel like I've heard enough jokes about Babette. It's probably the same Babette.
It could be the Babette. She's this world-renowned chef who, I think during the war, she gets evacuated and sent to this horrible little village where all they eat is boiled fish and dead bread. Like it's awful, and they're very.
Great storyline.
It's a very strict religious family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just feel the sort of the despair and the dysfunction, and everything sucks. And it's all gray and gross. And then she decides she's going to give them a gift of cooking them a meal.
Yeah.
And she says every artist wants a chance to do their best.
Yes.
Like, isn't that true?
That is very true.
And so
Yes.
she does her very best for this bunch of people who kind of just live life without any joy. and without any real community, even though they're all stuck together.
Yeah.
And it ends up with people dancing and laughing, and
Oh,
like it brings this
love
community
that.
out of nothing.
Wow.
And that's the power of like good
Yep.
food and wine and
Yeah.
being
It's
together.
just like a good environment. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, you set the stage for
Yeah.
great things, like magical things to happen.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh, you brought us new glasses. Thank you, honey.
I brought you some napkins, so I figured those would be a little bit
I can
messy. You guys,
stop.
They are a little on the
Flinging
juicy
wine.
you
side.
guys have a couple minutes, and then those will be for the next one.
Absolutely
Oh,
incredible.
wonderful.
Perfect.
We've been talking about your hair.
She loves the curls. I know, he is so camera shy, which is so
That's
funny
crazy.
because he came from such a prestigious wine family. He is a 7th generation winemaker.
Oh, beautiful.
And he's like, oh no, don't talk to me. I was like, no, that's the whole reason we did all of this.
I'm
you
just going to
know?
tunnel out of here.
Yeah, no, he is down for it. It's very cool, his family history.
Wow, that's very cool. Okay, so Renee, she's my daughter, and we
She's
live.
your daughter?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you should have started with that.
Okay, so
I love
Renee
that.
back there is my daughter, and for a while we lived in Mexico. So
Yeah.
street tacos were kind of our thing.
Oh, I love
So
that.
if you can get them to wrap those so
Yep.
that she can eat them in
Oh,
the car on the way
100%,
home.
Of course. Yes.
These are worth it.
Wow.
yeah.
There was a little Honduras twist in there as well
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a little different,
Yeah.
but they're
I love
they're
it.
real food. you will recognize this. When we came back to Canada after so many years in Mexico,
How long did you live down there?
we lived just around 3 years,
Okay.
and we're living in community, so we weren't on a resort or anything.
Yeah.
We were.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Yeah, she went to. I'm trying to remember the name of your school. Reina Isabella. Colegio Reina Isabella. And
my gosh.
yes, and so she had this cute little Catholic schoolgirl outfit. It was adorable.
Aw,
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Learning
Oh,
Oh,
physics.
that's so good.
Is everyone finished here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we were actually just
Oh,
talking.
yeah,
we
can you
save
hide
them
those? We
for
want to take them
Renee?
home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
She,
acceptable. We could make it.
no, we'll
we could make it a
fight
few
you
more
for
if you like.
I am willing to arm wrestle you.
Arm wrestle you for the last cup of quenchers.
Hey,
Are you guys ready for
go.
the next course?
We
sure
are
are.
ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a little bit of smoked and charred peach.
I'm
some,
lifting this up, Renee. Can you catch it?
some prosciutto, if I may.
There we go.
Some prosciutto. We've got some toasted pine nuts. We have some pickled sun-dried tomatoes. Some migas, which are garlic, tiny little croutons for texture. And underneath that arugula salad, you have a little bit of decadence, a large piece of burrata.
Wow.
I haven't cut it to allow you guys to enjoy the
Oh my gosh.
experience of that. Enjoy.
Okay. Wow.
Right?
Holy moly.
Yes.
All right. I want to position this so that we can definitely see it with the side camera.
Yeah.
And let's see. So I'm going to get you to mess around with that
Okay,
when the time
perfect.
comes, and see if we can see the moment it opens.
Oh, nothing is better than the moment that
I
burrata
know.
opens.
It's even better than like a poached egg when you lance it.
Yes.
It kind of has that feel.
It's the same experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, wow.
Yes. And with the burrata, we have
Ooh.
our impulsive, capricious, and melodramatic. I know. It's a quote from Schitt's Creek. I don't know if you're familiar with the TV show. Amazing. Yep. This is our blueberry. So it's 100% blueberry and honey.
Wow.
And this actually just took gold at the All Canadian Wine Championships. Last year it took bronze at the National Wine Awards.
Hey.
But it's just incredible. So with the burrata.
Good job.
oh,
Good job. Wow, wow. Oh, what a beautiful color.
and these are beautiful Fraser Valley blueberries, which is originally where we came from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fraser Valley, where blueberries are blue.
Exactly.
And huge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Right? Oh my gosh.
What a
Oh.
glorious mess that is. That's so
Right.
beautiful.
That's all for
We have
you
one
there.
fork.
Oh,
Are you going to eat off the
I
knife?
know. Bobs! More forks, honey. Thank you, baby.
Oh, nice. That is different than anything else.
Yeah, so now we're back into the honey wines. So we started with a honey wine. We had 2 of our winemaker series. Now we're back into the honey wines. This has definitely been one of our showstoppers in terms of honey wines.
Oh my goodness.
Very pure in the blueberry notes. Thank you, baby. This with the burrata, the grilled peaches, the prosciutto, and pickled sun-dried tomatoes.
Pickled
On top of sun-dried tomatoes, we also pickle them.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And garlic pine nuts?
Pine nuts, and then they're kind of like a crouton, but they're not.
Is
But
that
would
this?
be, that's going to be that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's going to be a
So
pine nut
tiny-
with, they're like little itty bitty croutons.
Wow.
I know. Tiny, but they pack a lot of flavor.
It's like a little panko cube of deliciousness.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what we love.
Wow.
We just love, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself. We just love good food, good wine,
Yeah.
and good company. I just don't know what else more you could want in life.
Mm.
Oh, the grilled peaches. And those are fresh from here in Summerland. We do try and source
Wow.
as much local as we can.
Somebody's peach tree worked this year. That's so good. Mine
Somebody's
died.
did. Yeah, I know.
I killed my
I know.
sourdough. My peach tree died.
Yeah, life
I
is
just-
tough for 2024.
I just have a really sad story today.
I know, it's tough in that sense. It's, no, I feel for a lot of the industries around us. It's
Yeah.
not nice for this spring.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Do you have any comment about the recent funding decisions?
I believe it doesn't actually benefit a lot of us except for the larger wineries. Or
That's what I was
larger
worried about.
conglomerations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looked like it, and they already kind of have the deep pockets going on.
Yeah, that's kind of the tough part. There's honestly not a lot geared towards small and medium business. If you already have it going on, then you'll keep having it going on.
Yeah.
And that's just one of the many battles. That's why we named our white wine Street Fighter, because we're out here fighting for our lives, and
Yes.
it doesn't matter. It's, yeah.
Yep, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough year, but man, an awesome time to come and visit because the numbers are a little bit down, so you get more attention.
That's really only, there's this like misconception that we don't have wine out here.
I
But
know.
we do have wine, and we have libraries of wine. Honestly, if anything, this is going to prompt wineries to bring out their back vintages.
Yes.
It's going to force them to sell the wines that they've been cellaring away. But that's because the people want these wines that
Yeah.
you've been holding on to.
Yeah.
You know? We're bad for it. We do. We're
Yeah.
sold out of some of our wines, and we're
Wow.
like, oh no, we
Yeah,
have like
yeah.
5 cases, but we're like keeping them. You know?
Yeah. I see so many vertical tastings right now, and it's because they're
Yes.
introducing their library.
But that's amazing,
It's
though.
yeah,
It's
because
winemakers are bad at it. We like to squirrel away
Oh,
our
I know.
stuff.
I've never worked
Yeah.
at a winery where there isn't, and often forgotten cases.
Ooh, that as well too.
Yeah.
That's when you really luck out, you know.
There was a forgotten, one of the wineries I worked at, they found in their big storage facility 15 cases of 2015 Meritage. It's like 2015, and they're like, should we mark it down? I'm like, no.
mark
Well,
it up.
let's open one and just check, because I don't know what
Yes.
you were up to in that storage facility.
Oh my
But it was
gosh.
perfect. It was
Oh,
pristine. It was
That's amazing.
and it was 2015, which is the winemaker's golden year.
That
and
is.
yeah, it was
I know.
fantastic.
See, that's the good
yeah,
part. It's,
and yeah, to get access to some of these things But like, shuffle your storage around. You've got some cool stuff back there, I bet.
Oh, yeah. There's no limit of wine out here. Maybe in the future years, we're going to have to be strategic. Like, obviously, this harvest, we're going to have to be strategic in going forward. But
Yeah.
there is wine to be had in this valley. It needs to be drunk, and it needs to be purchased.
Absolutely.
And this is going to be one of the best years to be buying it because you're going to get all the cool stuff.
Pickled sun-dried tomato.
Pickled sun-dried tomato. I know, right? I know. Pickled sun-dried tomato. Say it 3 times fast. You probably can't. It's aggressive.
I
but
certainly can't.
wow. I know. What a flavor combo, though, hey?
It's reminding me of something.
Good times.
Good times. It's almost like a dried cherry when it's
Ooh.
like there's sort of cherry notes in it, right? Cherry, rhubarb.
Now that you say that, though, that makes sense.
Yeah. If cherry and rhubarb had a baby,
It would be a pickled sun-dried tomato.
nobody would watch that movie.
It is so funny. You're hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Wow. So what is your story?
Oh,
Oh.
too long. I'm very old.
I know,
This
but
is
have you
amazing.
always been a sommelier? Oh, thank you. I'm guessing that's why I won gold. I hope so.
Yeah, wow. No, I have not. I just started wine studies probably 10 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Amazing. Did you do it through WSET or were you like a CMS girl?
I started WSET and then I switched over.
Nice. Oh, very good. Yeah. No, I love my WSET family for sure. It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it originally started, was doing WSET and
Oh,
then landed
nice.
in a tasting room, then got the opportunity to work in a vineyard. I was like,
Mm.
wow, it gets
Yeah.
so much better than retail wine.
Oh, yeah, my gosh. Yeah,
Well-
so if anybody doesn't know what WSET is, why don't you tell that camera?
Wine and Spirit Education Trust.
Yeah.
I guess they're kind of focused on sommelier, but it is just such a great program to learn your basics of wine.
Oh, yeah.
How to taste, how to serve,
Yep.
all of the countries and everything. Yeah, no, it's really a good base to have. And then you just keep climbing up the levels, right? Wow.
And in my final test down in Seattle,
Yeah. Oh, did you do it through the States too?
yeah, I did the quartermasters
Yeah.
of the Americas
Yes.
testing in the States. But I think Renee was in college then, because she went to college for criminal and social justice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
so
so-
serious,
So
Renee.
she's, yeah, a little criminology
oh, I
student.
love it. Very legally blonde of you. Let's go,
It
baby.
was very. Yeah, she can still do the thing. Yeah,
That's so fun.
no
Exactly.
problem.
Whatever.
But I kept. I had a map of Europe mostly on my hallway wall, with just made out of sticky notes of
Oh my
where the
gosh.
different chateaus were and the different
Yes.
regions and all the topographical things and geographical notes. It was so much fun because there's
Yeah.
no bottom to what you can learn. Like
It's
you can
literally
always
endless.
tunnel in
It
more.
is absolutely endless. And that is the beautiful thing. Even if you were to pick like a single country,
Yeah,
like Italy, for example,
Oh.
you could study Italy for the rest
the
of
rest
your
of your life. Yeah, and you still
never
wouldn't know it all.
still tap into all that Italy
Yeah.
offers.
Absolutely.
And also winemaking is the same in any country.
I bet.
It's so versatile.
Yeah.
And that is the most incredible thing about it.
That's why that we see so much traveling between countries.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah. Yeah, it's such an interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember telling my husband that I thought I was gonna, start doing some wine studies, and yeah, it was actually trauma therapy.
Trauma therapy,
Yeah.
wine, I believe it.
Yeah. My therapist said you should do something sensory, and I'm like,
Ooh.
sensory.
Okay, well, wine sensory.
Sense training. Like, what
Yeah.
color is this? What
Yeah,
are the scents? How do
absolutely.
you
What do
pull
you
it
smell?
apart? Yeah, because I was really living a lot in my head and not
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, getting in touch with the world, my surroundings, not very mindful.
Yep.
And this is almost like a mindfulness practice.
Yeah.
Is pulling apart wine.
Yeah.
And then you can get super geeky with it. You
You
can
can.
think about the labs, what's going on in there, what's happening in every decision that the winemaker makes from when you're out. When do you pick? When
Yep.
does it have the flavor
Yep.
profile do you want? And
Yep.
how many, how sweet is it? Like, how are you measuring that? And how does it compare to other countries? What is this year compared to? It's just so much
Yeah.
that, just fascinated
There's
me
really no
so
limit to
thoroughly.
Yep.
Yeah. No, there isn't a limit to it, and it's just interesting forever.
It really is.
Yeah.
From a history standpoint,
Oh, yeah.
from a
Even
just like
legal
an earth
things.
standpoint, from a legal thing, yes,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Like
yeah.
studying the Napoleonic inheritance laws.
Oh, yes.
And how a family could end up owning like half a half a row of vines. Like, what are you going to do
Yeah,
with that? Oh,
literally,
negociant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? I know. It's
So
incredible
cool.
in that sense.
And our Canadian export-import laws are
Yep. There's
crackers.
literally no limit.
Yeah.
There's no limit.
We were having so much fun. We're just hanging out now.
Basically the same. It's nice and calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous day out.
Yeah, yeah. And we had a little bit of a windstorm that blew over our light. See how it's gone?
Goes here.
Yeah, so does
So
our light.
it comes and goes, that's for sure. Yeah.
So our
Oh,
final
what do we got?
offering is essentially a dessert course mixed with a cheese course.
oh
So
my
this
gosh.
is a
Move
baked brie
this.
Yeah, I
and
know, right?
apricot jam.
Oh.
We've got a little bit of basil, we've got some cranberry, we've got some walnut, and a local sourdough that's been toasted on one side. Finish with a bit of olive oil because why not more olive oil?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, enjoy.
Enjoy the final course.
Wonderful. Thanks,
So
guys.
excited.
Oh, that's amazing. It's very pretty. More sourdough. Ha ha. I feel like
You never go
sourdough's
wrong with more
always
sourdough.
nervous of me, though, because of my reputation among the sourdough molecules.
Oh. They can
like,
just tell. They're
You're
like,
a
"Oh,
murderer.
She did kill us.
Yeah, she did.
She killed us at some point.
She-
That is so
She
funny.
neglected us to death.
Yeah. So to go with this lovely final dish that we absolutely chuck it. Yes, let's go, girl. We have Bees Do So Much, which we actually love to say BDSM.
Oh,
Bees do so much.
mhm. That's what it is.
Yep.
It's about the
Cheeky.
bees.
We love to be cheeky. This is actually 100% hibiscus and honey. So like hibiscus the flower. Yeah, I know.
That's very good for blood pressure, apparently.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
I wonder in this form if it is.
Yeah, I believe that.
Sure.
Absolutely. Anything that benefits our drinking. And this actually just took silver at the All Canadian Wine Championships as well.
job. Good
Right?
job.
I know.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, this.
Very pretty.
with-
Okay.
Oh,
What's happening in this glass?
it's honestly just hibiscus. So obviously red hibiscus is what
Hibiscus?
we used. Yep, hibiscus and honey. Sometimes you just have to bring it back to the basics. So
Yeah.
we love to ferment our honey with the actual fruits or the herbs or whatever we're using in the product. So we kind of steep this like a tea for
Oh.
2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
But because we do it that way, we get a little bit of tannin from the flower.
Okay, sure.
Right?
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Where do you source hibiscus flower?
Actually, there is a place on Vancouver Island
Do they
who
grow?
grows and sell hibiscus.
I never thought it would be warm enough. Are,
You-
are they in a hothouse or something? Like, how do
Honestly,
they do
I don't
this?
ask too many questions. I just know Vancouver Island. If you can't find something, you can find it on Vancouver Island.
Oh, yeah,
Same
that
thing with
applies to so
limes,
many things.
Lemons, oranges. It's
Yeah.
they got something going on down there.
Okay, hibiscus
It's-
people, how are you doing it?
Yeah. We need to know.
We
now.
need to know. Write it in the comments. Ooh. It takes a little opening before the hibiscus wants to come out and play, doesn't it?
It's,
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
She heads.
Woohoo.
She heads. She's cheeky.
Mhm.
So this is actually my
Hideaway.
husband's recipe. I know he
Nice.
loves to stay behind the scene, but no, this was actually his original. So when he first approached me, so we used to have our his family winery. That's actually where we met. All that fun stuff. Started a wine
Aw.
career. Yeah, I know. Does anyone have a connection with Hallmark? We got a story.
Hallmark.
It's perfect. Exactly. We got a love
Yeah.
story. That would
Set
work.
in a winery.
Exactly. Right.
I think they like that.
Perfect. But it was actually his hibiscus and his blueberry that convinced me, because he's like, we got to do honey wines. I was like, that's weird.
Oh, convinced you to do honey
Wines are
wines?
grape wines.
Not to
You
marry
know?
him.
No, just convinced me to make the hibiscus.
It was actually his hibiscus and it's not even his hibiscus.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
I know. It's
No,
like,
actually, the marriage was just absolutely completely coincidental. We were business partners, and then we were like, wow, we actually really love being more than business partners.
oh, there's a joke in there too. I'm
There
not
is a
going to
joke.
go
There's
anywhere
a-
near that.
There's always a joke.
It's not very polite. Okay. Renee's like, oh, nope. Change our rating.
I love it.
Well, that's
A bit more structure going on in there.
yeah, a lot
Yeah.
more thinky than a lot of
Yeah.
mead type wines.
Yeah.
hmm
And then paired with our beautiful. Ooh.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how?
Right? How?
How?
Well, I'm just gonna dive right in here
Okay.
for some toast.
I want to
Oh,
see
yeah.
the method.
Oh yeah. And this is actually local brie from actually, I believe, Vancouver Island, if I am correct on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is actually a homemade apricot preserve.
Mm.
Yeah, with some dried walnuts, a little bit of fresh basil on there. Oh,
Basil, that's an interesting addition.
apricot and basil, everything you need.
How do you keep basil alive? I killed my basil too.
You just have to water it.
I'm just such a
You just gotta
murderer.
give it like a basic sustenance of life, which would be water.
Okay. Do you have basil, Renee? Is it alive?
Was that because you water it? Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, cheeky youngins. What is this? What did he say this was?
Dried cranberries.
Okay. It'll be 5 minutes of just munching and going, Oh, this would be so fun. Just, it's almost like a little charcuterie board in a pile.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no! The real tragedy of the night.
I don't have any brie on my shirt. I'm amazed.
You know what? I wanted to wear white, but I was like, I don't know how I could do that because we have to eat with red.
I think I wore white in one episode this year.
That's so funny.
It was okay.
Oh. Oh.
But I was nervous the whole time.
Yeah. Outside of just like being on TV.
Oh, that's not
like,
anything
that's the
anymore.
least of it.
That's the
Really,
least
I
of
have
my
to wear
worries.
white.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
like, oh
so
no,
funny.
am I dripping food all over my
Yeah.
shirt? And can everybody tell?
Just like you're like, no, it's okay, it's fine.
This is what I meant to do. Yeah, that plays very well with this.
I love it. Go.
Wow. I was a bit nervous about the hibiscus, but this has kept all the hibiscus goodness without that very tart punch. Like hibiscus can be a bit of a mean lady.
I love that. That's a great
Yeah,
explanation.
like you're really pretty, but you're mean. Oh, baba. Lovely. Gorgeous.
It's been very popular lately in terms of sales.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, it's something different too. Not what you're going to find everywhere. You know, it's not. We have a Pinot Gris, really, in the valley. We have a Chardonnay and
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we love. Can we? Should we? Let's just do it
You
anyways.
definitely should.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All the different stuff.
Yeah. Well, and people vote with their wallets too. You know, if people are buying it, keep going. Yeah, that's
No,
lovely.
100%.
Really, really nice. Thank you so much for your time.
Mm.
And we'll
Of
have
course.
to, I'm going to make you talk with like a
I am.
big chunk
I
of
just got like a
sourdough.
mouthful of brie.
Server trick. So how are you enjoying your meal?
I'm enjoying it great.
Yeah. Rah, rah, rah.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for this. And you'll have to thank your kitchen staff because
Oh,
they're
of course.
brilliant.
Aren't they? I know.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah,
incredible.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say hi to them before I leave.
Oh, yeah.
so
We
nice.
would not be anywhere without the support staff that we do have.
Yeah.
We are a small team, but
Mm-hmm.
we
Small
got it figured
teams,
out.
yeah, they get pretty
Yeah.
tight and everybody learns how to do stuff.
Exactly. And we're all in it for the purpose of spreading the good word of VLA.
That's right. Spread the good word of VLA.
Yes.
Let food and wine bring you joy and fun things to do up in